7:43, welcome back. You know it's not the city of New Orleans if you don't mention St. Augustine High School, particularly the Marching 100. It's your chance this weekend to help support the Marching 100 as it continues to support New Orleans. We're talking about the Perfect Purple Music Notes, the third annual Marching 100 5K Run Walk taking place over at Audubon Park this weekend. This morning we've got organizers in, joined by the Vice President of Purple Music Notes, Mr. Edwin Batiste Jr., Ms. Stephanie Luke Andrews, and Rashad Price. Good to see y'all.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So this is exciting. Looking at the map, it's a fun opportunity to come out Saturday morning, take a nice little stroll around Audubon Park. That's one thing, but the other thing is possibly the more important thing here, and that is supporting the Marching 100.
Correct. Yes. We really need the community to come out. St. Aug Marching 100 is synonymous with starting the integration of Mardi Gras, and just we cover a lot of events. And we really need the community to come out and support. The band was established in 1952 by the legendary Edwin Harrell Hampton, and now it's under the direction of Mr. Darren Rogers Jr. And they're moving and keeping the tradition going, and the kids have really bought into what he's teaching, and we really need the community support because the band is grown in size.
Which is amazing because that was a complete rebuild coming out of Hurricane Katrina. When you talk about the commitment to being part of the band, to being the director of the band, to being a volunteer on the Booster Club, a common parallel here would be sacrifice. You have to give up a lot in order to take part in this. So talk to us about what you give up in order to get the sound that we love so much.
I would say first the thing they give up is a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You know? That's a lot of time out of the kids. Usually they get to the school somewhere around 7 o'clock and they don't get out of practice until about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Right.
Marching around the neighborhood, you know, practicing and just putting in that sweat equity that it takes to become the #1 band. I've been blessed to have my son's a senior there now.
Nice.
So he's a senior there now. I've seen him grown from, you know, from a boy to a young man, and St. Aug itself has just been an integral part of that. They've been going international, love that too. And my son, he ended up going to France last year.
Went to Normandy?
Yeah. It was an amazing trip. So he was able to see some things that, you know, I haven't got an opportunity to see just yet. So that's pretty cool.
And Ms. Stephanie, Mr. Rashad brings up a good point here. Talking about the trip here and the international travel takes parents who volunteer their time too when you talk about sacrifice and sweat equity.
Absolutely. I was fortunate enough to actually travel with them to Normandy.
Nice.
So that was a very nice experience to actually witness that for the kids and for them to be able to experience that.
So let's talk about this weekend. Things get started Saturday morning. Registration is at 7:30 at over at Audubon Park?
7:30, 8 o'clock. You go ahead and pull up for 7:30 o'clock. The race doesn't start until 9, but it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be an amazing event.
So you got separate categories here, also a chance for kids to participate too, right? There's a 1 mile option
Yes,
for
sir.
them.
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us about that.
So the kids, they could come on in, the parents, they got their 5K, their 3 miles, and the kids are going to do 1 mile.
Okay.
So it's going to be very much, you know, supervised event for them to go, but they can run, walk, or jog. But knowing those kids, they're probably going to run.
Yeah, they're going to run, they're going to have a good time. And also get them ready. You know, old school St. Aug, you say something you have no business, they make you run laps around the block there, but we know we can't do that anymore. But either way, you know, we do encourage healthful decisions by way of the 5K.
Absolutely.
And also the Marching 100 will perform.
Okay. Oh, nice. You got a nice little soundtrack as you make your way around there, too. And also one of the things, we are out of time here, but Mr. Batiste said also they're looking to buy a trailer for the Marching 100, too. So your proceeds there are important. We thank y'all so much for coming, and best wishes.
Thank you
for having us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right, 7:47.